Babar Azam is one of the most stylish stroke makers in world cricket, especially famous for his elegant cover drives and straight drives. But even world-class batters have small weaknesses, and Babar's most talked about challenge appears against inswinging deliveries. Bowlers often target a line from outside off stump, swinging the ball back into him, because when he goes for his trademark drive, his bat face sometimes closes a fraction early. This tiny mistake creates two major risks. The ball sneaks through the gap between bat and pad, leading to bold. His bat comes across the line, causing LBW if he misses. This subtle technical flaw becomes more visible early in his innings when the ball is moving. Once set, he adjusts, well, but early in swing remains a trap many bowlers try to exploit. In cricket's storytelling, this makes Babar fascinating because fans know that even the best have vulnerabilities, and overcoming them is what makes their journey inspiring. Let's talk about the king, Babar Azam. When he's on song, there's arguably no sight more beautiful in cricket. That high elbow, the perfect head position, and those majestic cover drives and straight drives that just pierce the field. He's a modern-day master, a run machine who makes batting look ridiculously easy. But like every great player, even Babar has a specific technical challenge that bowlers try to exploit, especially early in his innings. What is it? Let's break it down. The problem area for Babar is the inswinging delivery, specifically the one that pitches just outside the off stump and jogs back a stump. This is the delivery that has gotten him out televisor many times, either bowled or LBW. So, what exactly happens? It all comes down to a tiny, almost imperceptible habit. Babar has a tendency to close the face of his bat just a fraction of a second too early. When he is looking to play his trademark drives, he's anticipating the straight ball or the one shaping away, and he commits to the shot. This early closing of the bat face creates two major problems. First, it opens up a small but fatal gap between his bat and his front pad. When a bowler angulo the ball in from outside off, that gap is the perfect gateway. The ball sneaks right through it, kisses the inside edge, or misses the bat altogether, and crashes into the stumps. We've seen this dismissal happen televisor and televisor again, leaving everyone decisive. How did that get through? It's that tiny gap. The second issue caused by so early bat closure is the risk of LBW. When he closes the bat face, he ends up playing across the line of the incoming delivery rather than meeting it with a straight bat. His front pad junta, the first line of defense. If the ball is on a line to hit the stumps and it misses the bat, he's a prime candidate for a leg before wicket decision. The umpire's finger goes up, and Babar has to make that long walk back. Now, it's crucial to understand that this weakness is most pronounced at the start of his innings. This is when the ball is new, hard, and swinging the most. Bowlers know this. Captain set, Jiggage fields for it, placing fielders in positions to catch a mistimed shot, and encouraging their bowlers to pitch it up and swing it back into the right-hander. They are hunting for that bat pad gap, or that LBW shout. However, what makes Babar a world-class player is his ability to adapt. Once he gets through that initial tricky period, say after facing 20 or 30 balls, he adjusts his technique brilliantly. His footwork becomes more decisive. His timing clicks into place, and he starts to negate that. He'll either leave the ball more confidently or adjust his bat angle to meet it. Once he's set, that weakness diminishes, and he unleashes his full array of breathtaking shots. But that initial battle against the inswinger remains the most fascinating cat-and-mouse game whenever Babar Azam walks to the crease. It's a small flaw in an otherwise near-perfect technique, and it's what makes his duels with top-tier swing bowlers so compelling to watch. What do you guys think? Have you noticed this pattern in Babar's dismissals? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cricket analysis. Babar Azam. The name itself brings to mind images of grace, style, and those breathtaking cover drives. He's undeniably one of the most elegant stroke makers in world cricket today. When he gets going, he straight drives and cover drives are a sight to behold. Pure poetry in motion. But like every great artist, he has a subtle flaw, a slight chink in his otherwise impeccable armor. And for Babar, that weakness often appears early in his innings, specifically against the inswinging delivery. Let's break it down. Picture a right-arm fast bowler, someone like Trent Bolt or Mitchell Stark, bowling from over the wicket. They pitch the ball outside the off stump, a line that usually screams cover drive to Babar. But here's the catch. The ball is shaped to swing back in, targeting the middle and leg stumps. This is where the problem begins for the Pakistani maestro. As he commits to that glorious drive, Babar sometimes has a tendency to close the face of his bat just a fraction of a second too early. He's anticipating the ball on a different line, but the swing brings it back in. This premature closing of the bat face does two things, and both can be fatal for a batsman. First, it creates a small but crucial gap between his bat and his front pad. It's the classic gate that bowlers dream of. An inswinging delivery, moving at pace, can sneak right through that gap, cannoning into the stumps. We've seen it happen. The stumps are shattered, and Babar walks back, dismissed bowled, often with a look of disbelief. It's a dismissal that happens when a batsman is beaten for both line and swing. The second issue caused by that closed bat face is the risk of a leg before wicket, or LBW. When he closes the bat face early, he ends up playing across the line of the incoming delivery instead of presenting the full face of the bat down the line of the ball. If he misses contact, his front pad is often directly in the line of the stumps. The ball thuds into the pad, the fielding team goes up in a massive appeal, and the umpire's finger often follows. It's a dismissal that looks less dramatic than being bowled, but it's just as effective and stems from the very same technical issue. Interestingly, this vulnerability is most pronounced at the start of his innings. This is when the ball is new, hard, and shiny, allowing it to swing the most. Bowlers know this. They deliberately target him with inswingers early on, hoping to exploit this minor flaw before he can get settled. Once Babar gets his eye in, once he survives that initial tricky period, he's a completely different player. He adjusts his timing, his footwork becomes more decisive, and he starts to read the swing much better. Set Babar Azam is one of the toughest batsmen to dislodge in world cricket. He'll start punishing those very same deliveries, turning a potential threat into a boundary. But that initial battle against the inswinger remains the key challenge. It's a fascinating cat-and-mouse game between a world-class bowler and a world-class batsman. For opposition captains, the plan is clear. Get your best swing bowler to have a crack at Babar with a new ball. For Babar, the mission is equally clear. Survive those first few overs, negate the swing, and then unleash the magic we all love to see. It's this tiny imperfection that makes his success even more compelling to watch. Thanks for watching! If you enjoy deep dives into cricket techniques like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments which player we should analyze next. See you in the next video!